Right, so I got a table. So based on the table, what is Eva's hourly wage? I'm looking for her hourly wage. So she works 2 hours, how much she makes first paycheck. She works 5 hours, she made that much. So how do you find an hourly wage? Get the in this case here, I don't know, man, because I go here is an hourly wage. The cost of uniform is taken out of her first paycheck. So this is not one of those just 3 divided by 2, 46 divided by 5 problems. I need to put this in a table in my calculator and then determine an equation. And in eighth grade, we're primarily working with linear functions. So I guarantee you this is an mx plus b problem. And we're going to plot it. We're going to get the coordinates. And you need to do this on a calculator because I never had to talk to anybody that's outside of the classroom on this one. When they say the calculator, they give us numbers that we have no choice. We got to use the calculator. There's no way to do this by hand. You could, but we're going to be here till tomorrow. And the state doesn't want that. The state wants us utilizing the technology to figure out patterns so we can get data based off those patterns. And in eighth grade, our patterns are primarily linear patterns. So I can write it in mx plus b. You could get the equation of a line. And as I zoom out, there's my lines. Yeah, don't. So let's see what we got here. And I wonder if my b is going to be negative. It is negative. See that right there? That's my equation. 14.25x. That's her hourly rate, by the way. She's making $14 an hour. That minus 25. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to put the problem down. 14.25 minus 25. The equation we got. Okay. The equation we got was. It's a teaching moment, so I need to take it. Was y equals 14.25x minus the $25. That is the cost of the shirt she got. So if I look over here, she paid for a shirt, right? The uniform, she used, and it's gonna be $25. Okay, so if I'm making $14.25 an hour, if I look at that and I have 2 hours of work, let's just do it this way so you guys can see it. $14. 14.25. And I work 2 hours. And I keep missing that 2 for some reason, 0.25. And I work 2 hours. I should have made $28. But I had to buy that shirt, which cost me what? $25. There's my $3.50. That's right there. Okay, but that number in front, that's my hourly wage. I make $4.25 an hour. And the uniform cost me $25. That's why I got that minus 25 in my problem. So I went to the table and I did the math and I got that minus 25. That was the cost for the shirt or the uniform, whatever you want to call it. I keep saying shirt, but it's the uniform. Okay, that's it. We're 10 more to go after this one. I'm going to say about maybe out of the first 30 questions, 3 of them are a little tough, but if we're going to give you a graphing calculator, this test, man, we should all get grades of 85 or better, like a score of an 85% or better. I think the entire district, if you're watching this as a student, parent, or a teacher, this test is very aceable. Just how we teach it, guys, and how we're learning it. It's all about the functions, right? Linear functions, and just keep the thinking as simple as we can. And the hardest thing I've seen so far might be a data analysis question that's a little awkward, but other than that, the test is very doable, very aceable.